Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video. Now, there's some slight changes going on here, but please ignore that, just so you know. But there's a little bit of a hint going on with this video to an upcoming series, alongside the Minecraft Dungeons, of course. However, this is about this week's update for RS3, and it's Ninja Strike number 7, another patch week. Tier 92 armor is the main focus, of course. We will get into all the patches here coming up shortly. But there's also going to be a 4th of July event to celebrate, of course, the 4th of July. This will be lasting from July 3rd to July 5th. So do go ahead and check that out. They have their old friend Sam and some Liberty, and it's a bunch of good stuff, bunch of and fun kind of stuff. And is in the area west of the Cook's Guild in Varrock, so it's not too far out of the way from anybody. Now, there is a slight issue with today's update. Now, I don't know, they didn't really say if it's actually been fixed or not, but currently the iOS and actually even the Android Early Access, and the iOS Closed Beta are temporarily out of order, potentially. By the time you see this video, hopefully it'll actually be fixed. But there's an issue with today's updates that actually caused some major problems. And it's very possible they won't be back up until hopefully tomorrow. There is a summer sale for the Solomon General Store, which that is going to be up to 75% off packs, pets, services, animations, hairstyles, all across the store. So, be sure to check it out. It starts from July 1st and ends July 31st. Don't forget to pick up your Twitch Prime gift, which is a currency pack of 400 rune coins, 20 treasure hunter keys, and 80 hearts of ice. This week, the live streams are Tuesday, June 30th at 1600 game time, player advocacy group breakdown. Thursday, July 2nd, 1600 game time, monthly Blue Moon pub quiz. And Friday, July 3rd at 1300 game time, featured streamer the RS Guy. There is currently a competition that just started, which is Tier 92 screenshot competition. Now that you can get your Tier 92 armor sets looking all shiny and new again, they want us to go ahead and share and show it off in whatever way we see fit. Now, for the patch notes / the Ninja Strike, what they were talking about with this is the Elite Tier 92 Elite armors can now be repaired at a much cheaper rate. Players can now create a repair pouch that will partially repair the their Tier 92 Serenic and Tectonic armors. The following materials are needed for a Elite Serenic repair patch: 7 times Ancient Scales, 1 Serenic Scale, 2 times Winter Wool, 2 times Blackstone Hearts. The following materials are required for Elite Tectonic repair: 7 times Draconic Energy, 1 Tectonic Energy, 2 times Summerdown Wool, 2 times Blackstone Hearts, and a fully repairing any armor set will require 2 repair patches for the helm, 6 for the body, 4 for the legs. And additionally, if you have any armor pieces augmented, each repair patch will require 6 divination charges. Which, actually, that last part doesn't sound that bad. Following the repair changes, the creation of Tier 92 Elite armors now includes new Presilic Essence, similar to those required for the Masterwork armor. So, Presilic Essence has been split into Presilic Essence Melee, Ranged, and Magic. 10 times Presilic Energy range will be required for a full set of Elite Serenic, and the 10 times for the Magic for the full set of Tectonic. The Presilic Essence can be acquired by breaking down Pernix, Virtus, and Torva gear at the Dragonkin Forge for ranged magic and melee essence respectively. So if you break down Torva, you'll get melee. Virtus, I believe, is magic, and Pernix is ranged. I might have said those last two backwards, but I'm not sure. It is now possible to upgrade augmented tier 90 Cernic and Tectonic armors to tier 92 as long as they are at least 95 degradation or above. This includes the dyed armor. To upgrade armors, right-click long press on Ancient Scales or Draconic Energy and use them on the armors. Degrade to Dust armors, tier 90 and 92, will now drop the correct amount of their primary ingredient relative to the charges remaining when you are killed in the wilderness. Tooltip has been added to elite armors explaining their set effect, which negates degradation in elite dungeons. When repairing armors in the degradation state is now shown in 2 decimal places for accuracy. So instead of just 90.5, it's now like 90.51. Well, 51. Messaging when attempting to use an augmenter on degrade to dust armors is now more descriptive. Using a repair patch on fully charged but previously worn tier 92 pieces can overcharge them back to the new tradable state. When making tier 92 and tier 90 or magic armor, the make X screen will now default to the quantity of 1 to avoid accidentally making too many copies of one equipment piece. Various inconsistencies with the tier 90-92 ingredients on each other. All of them should now prompt to make X interface if they are used to create the same item. Grand Exchange, further improvements. Unfavoriting a favorite item in the Grand Exchange interface will no longer completely hide the favorites interface. In the Grand Exchange interface, the buy-sell text will no longer show on slots that are unavailable and free to play. Tooltips will once again be shown for elements on the collection box interface. A plus lim button has been added to the quantity section to offer buy offers on the Grand Exchange. Each press of this button will add the 4-hour limit quantity to the current offer quantity. Players will no longer encounter mysterious dwarf remains when collecting items and placing further buy offers in the Grand Exchange. Other improvements: the Wicked Hood has several improvements. This also affects the ethereal outfit. The amount of teleport changes has been increased from 30 to 250. That's a lot. The first option on the Wicked Hood can now be configured so to either activate or previous teleport, which allows the teleportation via the action bar. The previous teleport option now states which altar you'll be taken to. Withdrawing essence is now faster. Withdrawing runes now prompts the player with an input box where they can use their charges all at once. So instead of using constantly back and forth, you can now get them all at once. Info boxes have been added in various places for better and more descriptive messaging. The Runecrafting Guild teleport is now more appropriately named. All skill cape, master skill capes, and expert capes now have the right-click long press emote option when the item is worn. This includes a max cape, but not the completionist cape due to lack of space for menu options. Super prayer potions are now tradable. 1 to 4 dose vials and 6 dose flasks can now be traded on the Grand Exchange. Players can also request assist to create them. That's pretty cool. The Skeletal Horror teleport can now be used unlimited number of times instead of just weekly. Buff and debuff bar icons have less of a delay in showing their tooltips. Sign in with Apple is now supported on iOS devices, as this is separate from Game Center login. Using this will create a new account by default. All Ancient Familiar pouches will convert into 20 scrolls each, up from 10. All summoning XP gained from Ancient Familiar special attack cast has been halved, as you now have twice as amount of scrolls. The grade exchange buy limits for the archaeology materials have increased from 1,000 to 5,000, and augmented masterwork and the augmented trim masterwork armor will now drop the correct corresponding broken piece of armor upon death in the wilderness instead of dropping nothing. Luminite injectors cannot be dropped and must be destroyed. Fixes: there was a hot fix. The rather excessive amount of 50% progress reduction message has been removed from the yak track and should only show when you start one of the first 10 tasks. Fix the various yak track tasks. Yak track task 38 option A can now be correctly incremented when thieving. Re-added a square of the blocking back to challenge Mistress Fair's platform. Fix an issue where rotating the camera with high lighting quality would cause the game to flicker on iOS, and fix an issue which caused some players to animate incorrectly when walking and running. If I remember, there was actually one more thing that I thought was actually kind of a big deal. There's actually a new potion decanting interface. So, on the subject of potions, those of you who visit War's Retreat will know the big man's of something of a mixologist with his own potion decant interface that's a bit more intuitive than the usual one. So the Ninja team have made it so that all decanting NPCs now have War's interface for that. So it's actually kind of a nice little buff. And that's actually it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later guys.